This video is brought to you by Andy Gone Nuts. 100% guaranteed fresh coconut water delivered straight to your door. Call 876-309-6128. That's 876-309-6128. Refreshing and affordable. For more information, follow them on Instagram at Andy Gone Nuts. Truly refreshing. And Crumble by Mrs. C. Old English fudge and other delectable sweet treats. Call or WhatsApp 876-586-0471. That's 876-586-0471. This video is brought to you by Boyz Juices. Infusing fruits with sea moss in Philadelphia and New Jersey. Refreshing, nutritious, and delicious. There are numerous flavors to choose from. There is strawberry sea moss, peanut hard-on, beaten thing, pineapple sea moss, mango sea moss, pineapple ginger, ginger root, cucumber ginger, and so much more. Call Boyz at 1-267-904-3454. That's 1-267-904-3454. Call now and you won't be disappointed. If you think the juices were good, then try Boyz Jello, full of flavor and sumptuous. Again, call Boyz at 1-267-904-3454. That's 1-267-904-3454. Hey guys, thank you so much for taking your time out to watch this video in particular. But let me give you an update on a channel called Sport City. Yes, Sport City. It is a channel dedicated to everything related to Jamaican sports. Football, cricket, athletics, netball, rugby league, rugby union, tennis, lacrosse, swimming, you name it, we got it on Sport City. And what is the channel designed to do? It is designed to highlight Jamaican talents across all of those sporting disciplines. If you're a Jamaican and you're playing that sport, then we got you covered on Sport City. So it's quite simple, guys. Hit the subscribe button to Sport City right now.
Hi, my name is Lee Williamson. Subscribe to Reggae Boyz commentary.
Hi, my name is Joby McAnuff. Subscribe to Reggae Boyz commentary.
I'm Javon Watson, and you're watching Reggae Boyz commentary.
Hi everybody, I'm Darren Moore, and you're watching Reggae Boyz commentary.
Yes, Reggae Boyz commentary, like and subscribe, yeah? Reggae Boyz commentary, like, share and subscribe.
Reggae Boyz commentary, subscribe, like and share. Is that the right order?
Good evening. Good evening, one and all. How's everybody doing? It's Thursday. And you know what that means? We are 1 week away. That's right. 1 week away until kickoff. 1 week from now will be Jamaica against Qatar. For the third time, Jamaica met Qatar at the Under-17 World Cup in 1999 in New Zealand and also took on Qatar in a friendly international in Austria. Yeah. And you know when that was? Last year. You guys remember that? Yeah. Well, if you guys haven't already, you guys know what you need to do. All right? As some people would say, inflate the like button. Go right ahead and do that, okay? Let's get to 100 likes right now, okay, guys? Just hit the like button right now. Show your support. Show exactly how much you appreciate content of this nature, all right, guys, just go ahead, smash the like button, and we will get right into the depth of the discussion and of the topic itself, okay? So we can be able to proceed even more, okay? So that you guys can be able to get into the show. Are you guys ready? Hit the like button, and after you hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, okay, guys? Let's go right ahead. Okay, cool. Richard Green says, what's up? I'm doing all right. How are you? How are you doing? Wayne Carnegie says, it's Dexter Lembakisa in the 50-man squad. He's in the 50-player provisional pool that was released by CONCACAF last week. Mr. Galaxy says, yes, Wayne. I am so special, says, ready, ready, ready. Interesting, eh? Well, definitely something that we should, make note about. You know what I'm saying? So we'll keep you guys abreast of things there from that sort of angle so that everybody is knowing of things, Giovanni Da Silva says, big up, bro. Big up, Giovanni. How are you? Hope you're doing good. Self-made Akeem, how are you? Hope you're doing good. Remember, the 23-member squad for the Gold Cup itself. I did a video last week and also the week before, and also the week before that explaining when the 23 for the Gold Cup would be revealed. The 23 for the Gold Cup itself will be revealed some 48 to 72 hours before kickoff of the Jamaica United States game at Soldier Field in Chicago. All right? So hopefully you guys get the full drift of things here, okay? So you guys can look out for that. Come on, guys. There's almost 50 of you guys watching and only 18 likes. You guys know what you need to do, all right? You guys know what you guys need to do, okay? So go right ahead and do your bare minimum. Yeah, bare minimum responsibility. All right? The bare minimum. Okay? Go right ahead and do that. Okay? Right ahead and do that. 50 of you guys, 20 odd likes. You guys can do better. All right? Good. Yeah. So that's what we can say from that sort of angle, Good. Now, Wayne Carnegie says, blessings. Blessings. Giovanni Da Silva, I'm not sure who entertained this conversation about England, but Omari Hutchinson is a Jamaican international. So on this platform, it's about accuracy, reliability, credibility, and positivity. This is not your place for pasa, okay? This is a place for information and positive things about Jamaican football. Positivity, all right? Positivity, not pasa, okay? Good. So let's proceed forward, shall we? I am so special. Set it there. You guys know what you need to do. Smash the like button, right? Know Yourself says, blessings, the boss. Simon, blessings. How are you? Hope you're doing good, man. Yep. Bless up, Simon, Philadelphia. Check in. Big up. Guys, make sure you guys big up Starboys Juices in Philadelphia. If you guys are in the New Jersey or Philadelphia area, you guys know exactly what you need to do. Get in touch with Starboys Juices. 1267-904-3454. That's 1267-904-3454. Different flavors of CMOS juices and Jello. So get in touch right now with Starboys Juices, okay? Good. Cool. He's a reggae boy. He's represented the nation 3 times, once against Catalonia and twice against Trinidad and Tobago. Blessings. How are you doing? Hope you are doing well. Guys, you guys know what you need to do, right? It's quite simple. Yeah. Hit the like button. Hit the like button, all right? Positive vibes, all right? So hit the like button right away. Okay, good. So now that we can proceed more into things now, all right? So let's go right into the matter with that. Good. John Paul says, bless up, Simon. Bless up. How are you? Lee says, positive vibes. Yeah, man. Properties for sale and Jay says, bless up, Starboy Juices. Yeah, man. Bless up. I am so special says, how much times have Jamaica been to Austria? Okay. So Jamaica played the United States in 2021. As you guys would remember, took on the United States in 2021. This was a game where some debuts were given to a number of players. The same stadium where Jamaica took on the United States in 2021 is the same stadium where Jamaica will face Qatar and will also face against Jordan as well. As you know, in that game in 2021, we saw the likes of Ethan Pinnock, we saw Casey Palmer, we saw Jamal Lowe, we saw Curtis Tilt. These individuals made their debut for Jamaica in this encounter in particular. We saw Omar Holness get a late cameo appearance. We saw Andre Gray make his debut for Jamaica as well. In terms of how that 11 was for Jamaica, there was Jadine White in net. You had Liam Moore, Ethan Pinnock, Amari Bell, and Adrian Mariappa in the defense. Michael Hector, Kevon Isaacs, Ricardo Morris, Casey Palmer, Jamal Lowe, Andre Gray. So 6 individuals from the start made their debut for the Jamaicans. In relation to those individuals that came on from the bench, in particular, Curtis Tilt, he made his debut from the bench in this encounter in particular. Luca Levy made his debut for Jamaica as well. Hilton, also Jabari Hilton, making his debut for the Jamaicans as well. In fact, the only person that didn't play in this game that was called up for this match in particular was the goalkeeper, Shaven Sean Paul. Jadine White started this game in particular. So it was a United States against Jamaica in this particular venue in particular. What I could do to perhaps help you guys in things is basically put up a picture that could basically help you guys see what sort of venue the stadium is. I think that could perhaps help proceedings so you guys can be able to see it a bit clearer. All right, so there we go. That is the stadium in particular so that you guys can be able to see what we're referring to. So it's the Stadion Wiener Neustadt, and this is a stadium that is located in Wiener Neustadt, Austria. It's the home of a former Austrian champions, and this is Wiener Neustadt there. This is a club that was invented back in 1908, but people might say, where do they play now? They play in the Austrian Regional East, which is essentially the third tier of Austrian football. The third tier, so they're playing in the third tier. So this is the team that plays at this particular venue in particular. But I must stress the point in relation to Austria. Austria, for many teams, have proven to be a good haven in terms of preparation ahead of international tournaments. We've seen England use Austria as a base prior to tournaments. We've even seen countries outside of the continent of Europe come to Austria and use Austria as a base prior to their international competition that they may have, whether it might be qualifiers or a tournament itself. So Austria has proven to be a solid place in terms of preparing teams as well. Before I get into the depth in relation to this stadium in particular, the Wiener Neustadt Stadium, let me tell you about the other occasions where Jamaica played in Austria in particular. We have to go back to August last year. So in August last year, Jamaica played Morocco and Qatar. Jamaica took on Morocco in Vienna, and this was in the Ernst Happel Stadion. Now, the Ernst Happel Stadion was where Jamaica took on Morocco. And as we know, this stadium in particular was crucial in Euro 2008. Because remember, Euro 2008 was hosted in Austria and Switzerland. Euro 2008, this is where the final took place. Germany against the Spanish team, Fernando Torres, making a huge impact there. You know what I'm saying? Austria playing their 3 group stage games in this tournament there as well. So it was a place and has been a place where it has played football. But the match where Jamaica played against Qatar, right, and which is the same venue where Jamaica is going to play next week, Thursday, it's the same venue, the Wiener Neustadt Stadium. This picture that you're seeing on your screen right now. This is where Jordan Fletcher opened the scoring for the Jamaicans in the 70th minute. As we know, the match ended 1-1, right? This match in particular was the second time Jamaica were playing at this venue. So the game against Qatar next week will be the 3rd time, and the game against Jordan will be the 4th time that Jamaica will be playing at this venue in particular. All right, so that is something that we all can be mindful about. All right, let's see what you guys are saying in the comments before I get to the absolute meat of the matter of things. Wayne Carnegie, all of that information will be revealed in due course. That information will come. I think it's important at this point in time to reiterate the points that I have stressed before, and that is in a matter of patience, because things have to fall into place. It's not something that you rush. Okay? Good. Yeah. So yeah. So that's the situation there. You know? So yeah. For more of the comments, but just a reminder to those of you that have tuned in, hit the like button, guys. Okay, good. Starboys user says, tell them Jenna Jenna. Much appreciated, man. Much appreciated. Know yourself. Well, I made mention already the situation, and we've spoken, and will have seen the interview done with Brandon Cova. So I encourage you to watch the interview with Brandon Cova so that you can be able to get all of that necessary information. You would have seen that interview in particular. Cuba Mitchell, now that it is a situation where his season is finished, he can be able to go down to Birmingham, where his father and his mother lives, and be able to work on the necessary documentation that is needed. Remember, he lives with a family in Sunderland. Remember, when you're in a youth team, it's not like you're a senior player where it's a situation where the club may find a house for you and your wife or kids move there. Cuba is still an academy player. He hasn't graduated to the first team just yet. And by virtue of Cuba moving from Birmingham City to Sunderland, Birmingham City is in the middle of England, and he moved all the way to the northeast of England. This is far away from home. What happens is that academy players are sent to live with families, and they're with their families. Once they're not at training or at school, they're staying with those families. It's the same when Paul Pogba left France to join Manchester United and was in Manchester United's academy. He stayed with a family in Manchester until he graduated to the first team. And of course, when he made the move to Juventus, he eventually was on his own. So that's something that I wanted to bear in mind. So Cuba can now be able to get the opportunity to sit down and analyze what documents are needed for him to proceed forward. You know yourself, and I'm going to be extremely frank, as I've always been. Sports is an industry, and I think each sport is an industry by itself. I think football is an industry by itself. Football by itself is a multi-billion-dollar industry, and sports, as by extension, is a trillion-dollar industry. There's no question or no doubt about that. And we're not talking about solely merchandise or gate receipts. We're talking about the broader aspect of things. We spoke about match day, there's commercial, there's broadcasting, and there are other elements as well that make sports an industry. And I personally believe that within this country of Jamaica, it's imperative that sports is continued to be treated as an industry and not a recreation. So for me personally, and I'm going to reiterate the point, I personally believe that if the Olympics was, for example, the World Championships are this summer, and if Jamaica got a 800-meter middle distance runner who was born in England to Jamaican parents, the J3A would ensure that they contact I would say, put it this way. When Brianna Williams, who wasn't born in Jamaica, she was able to get a Jamaican passport like that, thanks to the Minister of Sport. She ensured that it was crisp and smooth process. Same for Aisha Pratt-Lair, smooth process as well. And I can go through other individuals in track and field who are not born in Jamaica who are able to get the necessary documentation in an expedited manner. I think this is imperative for all sporting disciplines. All 55 sporting disciplines. Look, I'm not saying the average Jamaican is irrelevant or unimportant. Far from that. All Jamaicans are important, all human beings are important. But a person who is simply renewing his Jamaican passport versus an individual who is going to be an ambassador representing the country, for me, the person who is going to represent the country takes priority. So for me, a process of that nature would certainly have to be expedited over somebody who is simply renewing his passport. An average Joe that's going to see his family overseas in the summer or in the December break. So I think it's incredibly important. And remember as well, Elaine Thompson here, she got a diplomatic passport after she ran the 200 meters at Tokyo 2020. You know what I'm saying? So personally, for all 55 sporting disciplines, football, cricket, athletics, netball, rugby league, rugby union, lacrosse, lawn tennis, table tennis, field hockey, ice hockey, basketball, all sporting disciplines, Jamaican athletes who are born outside of the country and are applying for citizenship and passport, that process should be expedited ahead of those individuals that are simply renewing their passport in Constant Spring Road. That's personally how I feel. Does it mean that perhaps we might need to get more printing machines? If that is the case, then personally, why not? But certainly sports is a multi-billion-dollar industry. And look at the impact that sports have worldwide. Look what the unity that it brought to Croatia to get to a World Cup final. Look what happened to Afghanistan after they qualified for the 2015 Cricket World Cup. The day Afghanistan qualified for the 2015 Cricket World Cup, it was the most crime-free day ever in Afghanistan's history. And cricket is not the most popular sport in Afghanistan. But guess what? By virtue of qualifying for the Cricket World Cup in 2015, Afghanistan recorded 0 deaths the day that they qualified. 0 deaths. And we could do the same as well. The Statistical Institute of Jamaica proves to us as well. November 16, 1997, there were no recorded deaths on Jamaica. 0. Jamaica's most crime-free day post-independence was November 16, 1997, the day that Jamaica qualified for the World Cup, a sporting event. Coincidence? And you had the leader of the 2 political parties on the island embracing at the full-time whistle. Coincidence? Absolutely not. That is what sports does. That is the power, the impact of sports, the impact that they can have on the entire world. And that is exactly the reason. Look at other sporting disciplines. Look what sport did for England as well. In 2016, England with Brexit, political to and fro. And then what happened? 2018, Gareth Southgate united England again. They might not have won the World Cup, but getting to a World Cup semi-final brought the people together, brought back belief. Euro 2021, they might not have won the trophy, but it brought belief back that England can compete at international tournaments. That is the power of sports. That is the power of sports. Brazil. How much times have you heard that football is a religion in these countries? Brazil, Argentina, Colombia. How much times have you heard that football is a religion in these countries? How much times? Quite often, isn't it? And that is exactly the thing. As sports continue to grow in Jamaica, we know Jamaica is a small island. I'm fully aware of that. 3 million people and a shade more in the diaspora when you include persons that were born in Jamaica and to pay Jamaican parents and grandparents, etc. So across the entire globe, we're talking possibly 7 million Jamaicans across the entire globe. Sports by itself is an industry, and sports has the power to change lives. Sports has the power to bring long-lasting memories. October 2008 was one of the happiest days of my life. I was at the National Stadium when Jamaica defeated Mexico by a 1-0. I was there on the cycle track when Ricardo Fuller scored and the ball went over Osvaldo Sanchez. And it was the same time my heart was pounding. 4 minutes of stoppage time, that was the longest 4 minutes of my life. But it was all worth it. I was there to see Jamaica lift the Caribbean Cup 2008. I was there to see Jamaica win the America's Cup in 2016 in Chile, getting in the better of Alexis Sanchez, Jean Beausejour, Medel, Jara, and company. A special moment. That is the power of sports. That is exactly what sports can do. That is exactly what sports can do. The impact that it makes on people. So, process it now, guys, okay? Think about it. Let's start with football. Every year, for the next 7 years, things are happening. Gold Cup 2023, Copa America 2024, Gold Cup 2025, World Cup 2026, Gold Cup 2027, Olympic Games 2028, Gold Cup 2029. The next 7 years, there's competition, and this is football, and this is on the men's side. We haven't talked the women's side as well. We haven't touched that as yet. Athletics, you rest assured that there will be persons who are in the heritage that will represent Jamaica in athletics. Maybe in the middle distance events, maybe in the jumps or the throws, but there will be Jamaican representation from the heritage. At the Olympics next year, Jamaica could be in judo, right? Taekwondo, boxing, rugby, union, lacrosse. And the vast majority of these teams have individuals of Jamaican heritage, parents and grandparents. And what do they need? The passport itself. That's incredibly important. Incredibly important. So I'm sure you guys would have seen quite recently on Instagram. Maybe I took a photo of it or a screenshot. I'm going to see if I still have it. So if you go on Instagram and you look at pika.jamaica, this is a sponsored post. Public advisory. The public is being advised that the unusually high demand for passports by members of the public has seen a high volume of applications being submitted at all locations of the Passport, Immigration and Citizenship Agency, PICA. Therefore, to better serve you, our valued customers, and to assist in reducing wait time and minimizing delays, PICA is inviting persons to utilize the various services that have been put in place to assist the application process. These are the online adult passport renewal service accessible at www.pica.gov.jm. Courier service for the delivery of documents to clients. Passport Dropbox facility to allow persons to submit their application without having to wait in line. Simplified adult passport renewal form. Adult customers who use this form to renew their documents do not require certification by a JP or any other certified official. This is a sponsored post by pika.jamaica's Instagram page. So they've made it extremely clear that they are enduring a high volume of applications. So this is not new. How much times have you passed Constant Spring Road and you turn to your right and you see the line outside Pico? Quite often you would have seen that line. Quite often. And that line stretches out even into the hot sun. Am I complaining about it? No. I'm happy that persons are renewing their Jamaican passport. Very happy about it. I'm just stressing the point that there is a high volume at this point in time. And while I would say 95% of these persons that wait out line are the general public, I think for sporting athletes, there can be a process that is expedited. So whether you're a footballer, a cricketer, a track and field athlete, a lacrosse player, a basketball player, a netball player, a hockey player, a floorball player, a rugby player, that your documentation, citizenship, and passport will be handled not only in a timely manner, but not to be mixed up with the general public. And this is not to say the general public are not important. I have not said that, and I will never say that the general public are important. What I'm saying, for those that are going to be representing their countries in upcoming events, those take the absolute priority. Absolute priority. I know that sounded like a long monologue, didn't it? Blair Video says, big up Simon, big up Blair, how are you? One Love Properties for sale, much blessings. Maria Victoria Céspedes Ortiz, San Marcos, Arica contra Cobrelao, Estadio, Mulelista, Carlos del Porón, Pintor Arica por Chile, 2023. Uruguay contra Chile, gran final mundial. Sí, sí, claro. Italia es un equipo muy bien, pero entonces Estados Unidos también un equipo muy bien. So yeah, that's where we are. Big games that lie ahead. You know, Italy against Uruguay in the under-20 final, Israel against South Korea in the third place playoff. USA went to the quarterfinals. Good run for them. As you know, the under-20 World Cup, where is going to see expansion in the future, because right now it's a 24 team, and 2025 it's going to be a 32 team. All being well. So yep. Mark Gordon says up, Simon, up. Roman Osborne, all of that information will be revealed in due course next week. Okay. Young says, howdy fellas, howdy. How are you doing, Lee? How's the family? Are you doing okay? Ekari says, just joining, what did I miss? So this is the stadium that Jamaica will be playing both games against Qatar and Jordan. And this is a great place for Jamaica to play their games. And I'll explain why. Because Austria has proven to be a hub for teams in preparation for tournaments. It's the aura, it's the facilities that is world-class, that allows teams ahead of their international competition to come in with a solid frame of mind and be able to execute to the absolute best of their abilities. So that's why this venue in particular is a really, really good one. So I'm eagerly looking forward to it, and I can't wait to see what lies ahead from this sort of standpoint, So this will be good, very good, Austria, were at Euros in 2008. They hosted it, yeah, with Switzerland. Time flies now, because if you look back at that tournament and where we are right now, Spain won that tournament. David Villa was top scorer. Podolski, Hakan Yakin scoring goals for the Swiss. See, definitely. Roger says bonjour, bonjour monsieur, ça va? Est-ce qu'il y a un problème aujourd'hui? Mais maintenant, non, je n'ai pas un problème aujourd'hui. And guys, if you haven't already, please hit the like button. And after you hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Okay, guys, you guys know exactly what you need to do from this sort of standpoint. I've reminded you guys already to hit the like button. After you hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. And as well, remember, to use a super chat feature. Use a super chat feature so that you guys can be able to highlight your opinions and also other questions that you have, okay? So do that. Yeah, you guys can do that. Cool? Cool. Early next week, man. Everything in time. Let's wish the team all the very best. Yes, let's wish them all the very best to be able to accomplish these goals. Michael Woodburn says, last week you saw the 50-player provisional list for the Gold Cup by CONCACAF, but in relation to for Austria, in due course, in early next week, that information will be revealed to you. Jermaine Chambers says, good evening, Simon and the family. Good evening. How are you? All is well? Yeah. You're doing good. Okay, says bless up, Simon. Bless up. How are you? How are you doing? All is well? Hope you're doing all right. Shaq Curry Smith says, just joining. Bless up, bless up. What are you talking about dropping the squad this year? I don't understand what you're referring to, Shakur Smith. Last week, Thursday, the 50-player provisional squad for the Gold Cup by CONCACAF was revealed. So, and I always have made mention every Thursday for the past 5 Thursdays that the final 23 for the Gold Cup will be revealed by CONCACAF 48 to 72 hours before kickoff against the United States. This is something that I've made mention on multiple occasions. All right? This is something I've made clear on multiple occasions, more than once. Guys, I am so special is right. I'm so special is right. Come on, guys. Better than that. You guys know what you need to do. All right. So yeah, that's where we are. Muy bien. ¿Y tú? Yes, this is the stadium where Jamaica will play games, not where camp will be, but this is the stadium where Jamaica will play the games against Qatar and also against Jordan. All right. Omar Brown says, "Bless up, Sam. Bless up, Omar. How are you doing? Hope you're doing good." In relation to friendlies, more information will be revealed in due course in relation to the opponent for friendly. But for now, there's going to be a camp on the island and also a camp overseas. So it will be solid preparation leading into the World Cup itself, where the team will have time together. So from June till the World Cup, that's a solid 4 or 5 weeks together that the team will have. That tandem is extremely critical because before the tournament, a team together for 4 to 5 weeks, and then you're going to play at the start of the World Cup. That's amazing. Simply amazing. Next week. I'm looking forward to see Jamaica. I'm looking forward to us topping the group. I think that this is a grand opportunity for us to be able to strut our stuff within the tournament. You guys are fully aware about the permutations, right? You guys know that if Jamaica finishes at the top of the group, then Jamaica would play the run-up of Group D. And the run-up of Group D could be one of Cuba, Guatemala, or could even be Trinidad and Tobago or Guyana. Now, if Jamaica finishes at the runner-up of Group A, that means they would play the group winner of Group D, which could be Canada. So you guys are fully aware about the permutations from that sort of standpoint. You know what I'm saying? All right. So that's something that you will be aware from. Well, Echo Reeks, it won't be far from the stadium. It won't be far from the stadium. You know? So that's what I can say from that sort of standpoint. Shakur Smith, remember this in life, you can't count your chicks before they're hatched. So when the 23 is revealed, then we can be able to say, okay, yeah, because you can call a player's name right now, like, I want to see Daniel Gordon, but Daniel Gordon has retired from professional football now. I love the confidence, Rob Smith. I genuinely do, and I think that it's an exciting period of time when you bear in mind what lies ahead. And I'm eagerly anticipating the tournament and the tournaments that are to come as well. Because as you know, immediately after the CONCACAF Gold Cup in September will be the CONCACAF Nations League. Yep, that's right, the CONCACAF Nations League. Now, the 2023-2024 edition of the CONCACAF Nations League is an interesting one, and I'll explain why. The format of the competition, slight tweaks, the FIFA windows, September 4 to 12, October 9 to 17, November 13 to 21, and the semifinals, third place playoff final, March 18 to 26. All right, so those are the time frames of the tournament itself, so that you guys are fully aware about things. All right. So that's the situation there. So yeah. Looking forward to it. I don't know what you mean about slim in the middle. I do. I'm very pleased about the depth in the middle. You know, calendar year we took on Trinidad and Tobago twice, Mexico at the Azteca Stadium, played Qatar, played Jordan, the United States, Nicaragua, CFU winner, and then of course you have the quarterfinals, semifinals, and final itself. It's a big one, isn't it? Certainly is. Should not brush aside at all. So let's bear that in mind. Be a good one. Exciting times ahead. You guys ready? Well, let's go. Because I know you guys are ready. Very much so. Yep. Okay, well, I think, and I'm confident that is something that will expand. I'm sure the governments are getting involved to ensure that the girls have a good send-off. But what I will say in relation to that, is this. Remember the last time for France 2019, there was tremendous amounts of attention. When I mean that there was motorcade, there was keys given to the Reggae Girls to the city, there was the World Cup Trophy Tour, there was many corporate entities wanting to mingle with the girls. It was a congested itinerary of events for the girls when you bear in mind games, sponsorship commitments, government officials, training sessions. It was extremely condensed. And I'm going to be frank with you this time around. If the itinerary is half as congested, I will be completely fine with that. Some people may say, well, they should get X a number of attention, and I agree, they do deserve all the attention in the world. Our Reggae Girls, all of our national women's teams deserves all the attention, all of them. What I'm saying is that there is a balance to everything. Now, I'm a firm believer, yes, sponsors do deserve their credit. They deserve their praise. They do deserve their plaudits. They do deserve their time to be able to mingle with players. No doubts about that at all. We have to factor in balance. So for an example, if there is a corporate entity that wants their time with the Reggae Girls, does it have to be with the entire 20-odd player contingent, or can it be a couple of photos with 3 to 6 Reggae Girls and you have a rotation? So you have this sponsor today, 3 to 6 Reggae Girls. Day 2, 3 to 6 Reggae Girls. So it's not all the girls every day congested, morning, noon, and night. Because remember, the last time that the Reggae Girls went to the World Cup, there were media obligations and there are commitments on the island. There are also commitments in Florida as well, and also in London. All of this before going to Scotland to face Scotland and going to the World Cup. It was congested. It was a lot. And remember, this World Cup itself will be where? In Australia. So after the camp in Amsterdam, it's going to be a long flight. I'm aware of the Jamaican community in Amsterdam, and I'm completely fine with a 1-day send off, all the best sort of thing. If there's one event in Jamaica, one event in Amsterdam, and the girls have the rest of their time for trainings, recovery, rehab, tactical build up, video work, I'm good. Because I'm sure you all would agree, we have a grand opportunity to get to the round of 16 or even further within the competition. Could be Jamaica versus Germany in the round of 16 based on permutations. Could very much be of that nature. Busy summer ahead, Shakri Smith. Busy summer ahead. Busy. Absolutely. Yes. Yes, well said. Absolutely right. Absolutely right. Absolutely right. So that's where we are. So that is the situation, folks. That is where we are. That is what we have. Okay. So, folks, you guys know what you need to do, right? You need to hit the like button. And after you hit the like button, hit the subscribe button to Reggae Boyz commentary. Right, guys? Yeah. Hit the like button. And after you hit the like button, you hit the subscribe button to Reggae Boyz commentary. How does that sound? Does that sound good? Please do that. Every single one of you watching. A lot of time and effort goes into ensure that the information put together is of a nature that you guys will understand and be clear about. Yeah. Okay. Thank you, guys. Please hit the like button. And after you hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Okay? All right. Thank you guys for tuning in. And we'll be back soon for more.
This video is brought to you by Andy Gone Nuts. 100% guaranteed fresh coconut water delivered straight to your door. Call 876-309-6128. That's 876-309-6128. Refreshing and affordable. For more information, follow them on Instagram at Andy Gone Nuts. Truly refreshing. And Crumble by Mrs. C. Old English fudge and other delectable sweet treats. Call or WhatsApp 876-586-0471. That's 876-586-0471. This video is brought to you by Starboys Juices. Infusing fruits with sea moss in Philadelphia and New Jersey. Refreshing, nutritious, and delicious. There are numerous flavors to choose from. There is strawberry sea moss, peanut hard-on, beaten thing, pineapple sea moss, mango sea moss, pineapple ginger, ginger root, cucumber ginger, and so much more. Call Starboys at 1-267-904-3454. That's 1-267-904-3454. Call now and you won't be disappointed. If you think the juices were good, then try Starboy's Jello, full of flavor and sumptuous. Again, call Starboys at 1-267-904-3454. That's 1-267-904-3454.
Hey guys, thank you so much for taking your time out to watch this video in particular. But let me give you an update on a channel called Sport City. Yes, Sport City. It is a channel dedicated to everything related to Jamaican sports. Football, cricket, athletics, netball, rugby league, rugby union, tennis, lacrosse, swimming, you name it, we got it on Sport City. And what is the channel designed to do? It is designed to highlight Jamaican talents across all of those sporting disciplines. If you're a Jamaican and you're playing that sport, then we got you covered on Sport City. So it's quite simple, guys. Hit the subscribe button to Sport City right now.
Hi, my name is Lee Williamson. Subscribe to Reggae Boyz commentary.
Hi, my name is Joby McAnuff. Subscribe to Reggae Boyz commentary.